of you are just here waiting to hear gist. Okay. 2020, I met someone. I I met someone. I thought he was the one. Like in my head, oh my god, I met the one. I didn't know the one did not meet me. So this is the first video of 2021. Like this is the first time I'm sitting to record a video in 2021. Is the 16th. To be honest, I don't know why. Okay, I do know why. I haven't had the energy to make content or create content or record a video, whatever it is you want to call it. Actually, I've just had some experiences, some challenges, I would say, and it just made me not be psychologically strong or mentally capable of creating content. You know, for you to be a YouTuber, for you to create YouTube videos, for you to make any kind of video, you need to be psychologically ready. Like you need to be strong, you need to have it in you. So I just had some experiences that made me really tired, I would say. Then really, I just couldn't do anything. Anything I could do was just wake up, cry, go to bed. Yeah, and everything was happening like back to back. I'm like, wait, this is just the beginning of the year. Like, can't you even give me some breathing space? But I wouldn't say this thing shouldn't happen to me. There's a reason why it's probably happening to me. I just need the strength to, bear it and get the lessons out of it. That's just it. But before we talk about 2021, let's start with 2020. So 2020 was actually a good year for me. I wouldn't lie, it was an amazing year for me. It had its ups and downs, which I'm going to explain in this video. But it started off amazing. It started off really well. So January 2020 was when I started my job, like the work I'm currently doing right now, where I currently work. That was when I started off the contract. It was like, wow, I got a job, I'm doing this. It felt unbelievable at for like, am I living in a bubble? Because if you've applied for jobs before, you know what I'm talking about. If you've applied for jobs before, especially in Europe, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it really turned out well. I started the job, and for me, it was a very, I wouldn't say difficult, but I would say challenging process, because it was my first time working in Europe, working in Germany, working in Berlin, and my last work experience was in Nigeria when I worked for a Chinese company as a translator. So I was translating from Mandarin to English and English to Mandarin. So that was when I started working, and I'm a working student. So I work and I also go to school. Then, I mean, even now technically, but then I was still having my lectures. The lectures were online. And we're trying to get used to studying online. We're trying to get used to having lectures online, especially when it had to do with calculations. And the funny thing was, that was when there was this course we're having, budgeting and finance. And how would you want to learn about calculations, budgeting online? For me, it was a new. It's different when you're talking about theoretical courses, things like I don't know, management, how to manage people, organizational management, that kind of stuff. You just talk about it and it flows. But when it has to be calculations, how are you going to do that online? And me, knowing who I am, I know that I get distracted easily when it has to do with being online, learning online. If I'm in the environment, I can just plug out, do everything, like focus on the lecturer. But if it's online class, before you know it, one message just come in and you begin to see the message on WhatsApp, and your phone is your laptop is just things are just happening online. And you just get very distracted. So it took a lot of getting used to, I would say. And then we had exams. Now the exam part, like I I remember talking to one of my friends then, Manon. I actually, if you're really struggling, we didn't even understand the lecture, we didn't even understand the course. So what exactly are we going to write in the exam? And you need to understand the course in order to write the exam, because it's calculations. How are you going to do this? How are we going to do it? Well, we had to study a lot. I mean, it was extra effort of studying. We had to, check on YouTube. Each topic, I Googled it. I YouTubed it. Checked everything on YouTube just to have, a basic understanding. And my classmates were actually so supportive. More than I really understood what was going on, they explained to some of us that were lost. And that was just how it happened and all. So that was, the beginning part of 2020, when we were trying to get used to the change, trying to get used to our life being online, trying to get used to doing things online. And then the pandemic happened. So apart from just that, I really began to get bored at some point, because I mean, having to do everything from the house, you're not going anywhere, you're just at home, working, studying, living your life. Basically, you're not supposed to go out because of the pandemic, and it was even scary. I remember my mom called me and she was asking, what is happening? Is it that the world is coming to an end? I said, Mommy, I don't know. I don't know. But in my head, I was like, if the world is really going to come to an end, do I want to be away from my family when this is going to happen? Like, it was scary. It was scary. Just having, hearing cases of people that are dying all over the world. Like, what? The death part, like what happened in Italy. I know I have friends from Italy, and you just always had to reach out to them. Hope your family is doing well. Hope everybody is safe. It was that part was not good, honestly. It wasn't good. But you know how humans are, we always try to look for ways to make ourselves feel better, try to look for ways to support each other. And it can that's how TikTok blew up. I am not on TikTok. I mean, I try to, but I don't understand what's going on there. And to be honest, I don't even think I want to totally understand what's going on there. I just like that people make TikTok contents. It's good. I like to watch those things, but me participating, I don't see that happening. It just takes a lot. No, let me focus on YouTube first. Focus on this. And speaking of YouTube, I also started my YouTube channel in 2020. That was I think June or July. I'm not really sure, but one of those months. 2020. I don't know. I was just sitting down someday and I was like, okay. Actually, what happened was that I was talking to a friend. And then she told me, oh my goodness, you're so hilarious. Try to open... Okay, I said hilarious. I'm not a comedian, but... She said, you need to have a YouTube channel. I'm like, what will I be talking about in my YouTube channel? Like, what will I even have to say? I don't have any talent, I would say. I don't have a specific... Like, I don't have any talent. I don't say specific talent, because I've thought about it. I have no talent. We just go by. We try to go by. What will I offer the world, with a YouTube channel? And she just said, just start. You can just do it. And then I started, checking YouTube, checking people that, started the YouTube channel, what exactly it is they were doing, how you can even start. And then while I was going through, YouTube, I was like, okay, what can we do? Let's start somewhere. What do I know how to do? I didn't even know how to talk. Like, even up to now, I still think I don't know how to talk on camera. I am just getting used to it, letting myself be in front of the camera. Sometimes even after recording, I'm like, oh no, you're a colossal embarrassment. Sometimes it also takes courage for you to put yourself out there, talk about your story, talk about try to even teach somebody, because some people just don't want to even listen to you. Some people just hate that naturally. They don't want your progress in any way. Let me just put it that way. But you just have to try. I mean, I knew that when I started, I didn't have to have everything. I still record with my phone. I still use very minimal devices. I mean, the only top-notch equipment I have is my ring lights. And if you watch my unboxing, the newer ring lights video, you'll know how I got the ring lights. It's actually a birthday gift. I'm going to link it somewhere so you can just check it out. Actually a birthday gift from my colleagues at the work, and it was amazing. Like, it felt like, oh, this is now my YouTube is, going there. And then I also started working on my background as well. But Seriously though, it's just so if you're watching this and you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, I mean, go for it. I've been 6-7 months here on YouTube, and it's been quite a journey. My first videos were my first videos were but it gets better. That's all I say. It gets better with time. I'm not there yet. Like, I'm not there yet. I know, but I know I'm going to also get there with time. So I said my YouTube journey. From YouTube, I've met a lot of people. I've met a lot of people. I met a lot of friends. I met a lot of amazing people. I've not had a lot of collaborations with, other YouTubers, but Tammy, my girl, making a video with her is just so easy, because she has the vibe. She just has the vibe, and whenever we're making videos together, it's just easy. It's just easy to make videos together with her. And also, since we are kind of making in the same niche, I wouldn't say basically in the same niche, because she's more into students that want to study abroad. If you do want to study abroad, you should definitely check her out. I try to do something like that, but for me, it's basically kind of how you can come here, how you can do this. If there's a way I can help you, of course I would help you. But this is what she does. So if you want to get admission, if you want to apply, definitely check her out. Contact her, reach out to her on Instagram. I'm going to put the link to her channel in this video, so definitely check her out. Yes, where was I before I started talking about Tammy? I can't remember. What I do know is that my YouTube channel started last year. And although it can be really challenging, I want to talk about something. Once you start doing something like, you don't need to be perfect. I mean, I've said that before. You don't need to be 100% perfect. A lot of people begin to give you advice, unsolicited ones for that matter. Sometimes we know that we're not doing this right. We know that we have to do it better. But when people now begin to, criticize in a very bad way, that doesn't even, there's not constructive, I would say, that just try to pull you down. I mean, don't even care, I would say. Like, if you're a very emotional person, these kind of things can really get to you. The easiest thing is just tell them. If you think it's easy, if you want to give advice, why don't you start your own YouTube channel? Let's see how that goes. Basically, it's easy for you to be a spectator, and then you begin to pick out things. You're not doing this right, you're not doing this right, you're not doing this right. Start yours. Let's see. Apply all your advice. But yeah, even while you're trying to listen to people, also, I mean, there's some people that give really good advice. People that give really, really good advice. Test all things, hold on to what is good. Basically do that. The Bible says, test all things, hold on to what is good. So yeah, test everything, but the advice that would really help your channel. The things that would really help your channel. Some people, they just want to pull you down. Don't allow the negative vibes to get to you at all. Honestly, don't let it get to you, because being a YouTuber is not easy. Creating content is one thing. Editing the content is another thing. The annoying part, or the heartbreaking part, is after you put in so much work into your videos, so much work into creating the video, editing the video, uploading the video, because sometimes it takes hours for a video to get uploading the video, and then you have just 10 views. You have just almost no views, and you're like, what? You get it sucks, but just hang in there. Just know that you're not the only one in this situation. We are a lot of small YouTubers like myself, yourself, some other people as well. So it's always good to have this kind of community around. It helps you know that okay, you can actually get there. People that are doing this like you can learn from them, learn from your mistakes, and it gets better. Basically, it gets better. Something else that happened in 2020 was that some of you are just here waiting to hear gist. Okay, 2020, I met someone. I I met someone. I thought he was the one. Like, in my head, oh my god, I met the one. I didn't know the one did not meet me. So I got into a relationship 2020. I won't lie, it was good at first though. It was really good. Like, we had very good communication. We were very close. It was, I had a lot of nice experience with him. I laughed a lot. We shared a lot of jokes. But at some point it began to get really confusing. I mean, he's not a bad person or anything. He can be a bad person. I really don't care at this point. It's not like I'm trying to defend him or anything, but it just got a little bit confusing. At, you know, when somebody's like, we are dating, and then next thing, let's just be friends. That was not the one that pained me. The one that pained me is, let's be brothers and sisters. Like, what? Now, when this happened, I was torn between, okay, you know, that relationship, if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to be all sides of, like, not just the person's lover, or you also have to be like a sister, like a friend, like all those things. But when somebody now says, okay, let's not be emotional about this, let's be sisters, let's be friends, the inconsistency was just too much. And then this same person now comes up and says, okay, you're my girlfriend. You get, dude, you have to just pick a struggle. You really have to pick a struggle. I'm somebody's child. You cannot just be doing me like this anyhow, I beg. And so, I mean, it went on for a while. At a point, I just got fed up, and I told him, see, I understand you want his sibling. Well, that's not gonna be me. So I broke up with him. I was pretty much grateful for what happened in 2020. And then 31st night, like, you know, New Year's Eve, the lady I stay with, okay, so I live in a VG, like a shared apartment. And then it's basically a family just rented a room to me in the apartment. So the lady now said that she would most likely leave the apartment, and that means I have to leave as well. And I'm like, what? You need to you didn't even, oh my goodness, because it just added to the stress you get. Here in Berlin, you know how difficult it is to find an apartment. Like, it's difficult, especially if you don't have money. If you don't have money, it's so damn difficult. And I stay in that category. Where shall I begin? And this is how my New Year started. It started with the stress of looking for an apartment. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take you guys along with me on that journey, but for now, let's just let's just focus on trying to get over the whole trauma and everything. Apart from you know, my apartment search and how troubling it is to find an apartment here in Berlin, I also still having, you know, some other challenges, and it's like everything just happening so fast. Today this one will happen, next, like tomorrow, and that one will happen next tomorrow. I'm like, wait, what is happening? It's just the beginning of the year. You get, why is everything just looking like a lot, you know, at the same time? Why is everything happening at the same time? And I just couldn't deal. I really couldn't deal. It made me so scared, so worried. I began to think a lot. I began to, I don't know, I still do even now. But yesterday, I was just having this fear, this anxiety, and when I was taking my shower, I was like, okay, I know I need to talk to somebody. I know that, of course, I have been, you know, talking to God since, but I know I need to talk to a fellow human being, someone I can just, you know, open my mind to, tell the person what is really happening to me. So I don't know how it just happened. My old friend, like my friend, I won't even say my friend, my sister, basically, Yeshua, she called me, and then, you know, she started talking to me. We started having, you know, this conversation. And I mean, see, bottom line is, get friends that pray for you. Get friends that you can reach out to when things go south. Get friends that would help you through. I mean, we prayed together, and I don't know, somehow I just found my strength. And it's not just her. I mean, a lot of my other friends too, Svetan, Cheesy, everybody was just super supportive, and I am so grateful. Honestly, I'm so grateful to them. So, man, for this new year, my new year resolution, as I said, I want to be a little more chic. I want to bring out my feminine side. I want to bring out my feminine side. I want to be a lot more chill. I don't want to worry a lot, although it's not even happening because this first week, I was like the first 2 weeks of 2021, I've just been crazy. I've worried a lot, so I don't think I'm I don't think I'm doing well in that part. But I'm still hopeful. I'm really, really hopeful that it's going to turn out well. I know that God has me. I know that He has always had my back, so it's basically nothing to worry about, I would say. God has my back. It's going to be challenging, but I also know that there is nothing that God cannot do. Simple. Period. And yeah, I'll try to make more videos. I don't know how consistent I'll be for the first quarter of this year. I really don't know how consistent I will be. But please, if you watch my videos and you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, also try, but subscribe, please. Yeah, I want to get monetized this year. And I can't do it on my own. I need your help, so please help me. Watch my videos. Don't skip, please. Watch my videos and comment. Leave comments in the comment section. Even speaking of which, let me know what's happening right now in your life. I don't know, that sounded dramatic. Let me know what's happening around you. Let me know what's happening with you. How do you feel this new year? Are things working out beautifully, better than planned, or are things becoming a little bit scary and you're worried and all that? I mean, God has all of us. He's always going to, help us out. But just put comment in the comment section. I'll be reading my comments. I read my comments. I see everybody, but let's encourage each other. Let me know what's happening with you in the comment section. I really want to know. And I don't know, I'm going to try to make another video, so if you see me looking the same way in a different video, please watch it. I'm looking forward to the new week. I'm hopeful, I'm energetic, I'm happy. Whatever happens, but I know God has the best interest for me, and I'm sure He has the best interest for you too. So this is me giving you courage, this is me giving you strength, this is me telling you to keep fighting. Yeah, and speaking of which, my friend Chinelo is gonna be launching her new book, and it's fail-proof ways to second language learning. If you do want to learn a new language, I'm telling you, if you do want to learn a new language, you should read this book. It's on Amazon. I'm going to try to get the link and put in the description box, so please check her out. No, not even check her out, check the book out. That is the most important thing. Check the book out. You should read it. I'm sure, like, Chinelo is super smart, so if you write something, you need to read it. And just to give you a little background story, Chinelo and I, we started learning Chinese together. She speaks French. We started learning Chinese together, and we've just been friends since then. She was the one I was always going to her place when we were in China. She was staying in Beijing, and I was always going to her place, and she was just so hospitable. She really helped me there when I was applying for visas, blah blah blah. If you watch my visa interview story, you would know what I'm talking about. So yeah, make sure you try to get the book. Even if not for yourself, get for your loved ones, get for your friends that want to learn a new language. I mean, be like us, be like a polyglot. I speak English. Ich spreche Deutsch. aber mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut, so aber ich lerne Deutsch. Okay, so this video is, it has to end now. Okay, it has to end now. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao ciao.